In the early 2000s, you would have to hire 200 to 500 people, team members, and workers, and spend a decade to reach an annual recurring revenue of about 100 million. But now, AI startups like Cursor achieve $100 million in annual recurring revenue in just 21 months, and with a lot fewer people. This is just one example of how AI startups can win faster than companies operated and run only by humans. I am Sam Woods. I've been using AI and machine learning since 2016 to help and train Fortune 1000 companies to operate more powerfully, more efficiently, and with greater return on investment than ever before. And I can tell you this, startups using AI have the most powerful competitive advantage over man-made companies. In fact, the real interesting thing that's going to happen is when AI startups start competing with other AI startups, not just humans, but actual other AI startups. So for as long as we can remember, startups have followed the same old school formula. They recruit a team, maybe get investors, build a product or figure out a service. They test and market for feedback, iterate, and then work for 2 to 6 years to achieve product market fit. And during these years, they pretty much had to do everything. Brainstorm ideas, build features, figure out benefits, try different markets, test, iterate, build, fail, and just they're in a cycle of constant work only powered by humans. And they end up with burnout and a huge workload. But fast forward to today, and AI startups can achieve product market fit in maybe 6 to 12 months and often much faster, sometimes within weeks. AI tools like Maze and Mixpanel can compress the testing and iteration framework and help you scale much faster than previously. You can do it in a few months and not years. And the old startup playbook is rapidly becoming obsolete because now AI tools lets founders grow at speeds that traditional companies simply cannot match. They can't even keep up. So, for example, you can improve the customer experience using chatbots and virtual assistants on your website. You don't need to hire a whole floor of customer support specialists. And this AI-centered approach is actually more powerful than the human approach because the customer satisfaction rate is going through the roof. It's instant, it's 24/7, and humans just can't match that. Plus, these customer support AI systems will save you 40 plus hours of work per month while also improving the experience. Let's look at Mistral AI, a French AI startup that recently launched its enterprise chatbot, Le Chat. It was founded in April 2023, and by February 2025, Mistral AI had raised around $1 billion capital. That's crazy. And to some extent, all these AI systems and tools developments also means that you no longer need massive teams to run A/B tests, analyze user sentiment, operate sales, operate marketing. A lot of your operations can also be handled by these systems, and you can fine-tune features in your product. You can figure out iterations on your services really quickly without losing time or money because AI handles it all around the clock. And it doesn't sleep. For example, AI bots and co-pilots and systems and agents and workflows, they can collect all that user feedback and they can actually run simulations on what you're doing and your market so that you get accurate, true, data-centric information, insights that you can then act on inside your features, benefits, products, services, whatever it is that you're selling. Tools like Optimizely and AI layers can do A/B testing, analyze copy, and give personalized recommendations from day one. In fact, you can set these up to be autonomous, meaning that as people go through your funnel and your website and your sales collateral, whatever it is, this system can just update itself and personalize everything at scale in ways that would have required hundreds of humans and thousands of hours before. And this is actually how Pika Labs, an AI video startup, raised $55 million within months of launch by letting users prompt short videos with text, rapidly improving the product, using real-time feedback and iterations powered only by AI. Humans were in the loop, but they were overseeing all this work put in by these AI systems. And it's not just the ones I mentioned, there are tens and hundreds of these AI tools and systems like StackBlitz. They hit 20 million in annual recurring revenue in just 8 weeks with its AI-powered coding tool, Bolt.new. But AI tools go beyond just the iteration process. It doesn't just help in product testing and user analysis and analytics. It is actually actively involved in marketing as well. 88% of marketers working with AI say that the technology has helped them personalize the customer journey across different channels much faster and much more robustly and in a quality kind of way, instead of just throwing content out into the internet and hoping for the best. AI can use cookies on web pages to collect user-specific information, such as demographic data, browsing preferences, behaviors, their journey to this page that they're looking at, and search histories to help refine their content marketing in real time. You could use tools like Blaze AI to generate high-quality content within seconds. It reads like you, it sounds like you, everything is on style and on brand. And you can also use something like MailChimp, which is another one of these email platforms that have layered AI into the system, and it can create email marketing campaigns in your startup done for you. You just click a few buttons. Even complex strategic work like market research, competitor analysis, and financial modeling or behavioral modeling is now powered by tools like Xavier AI, turning what used to be $50,000 consulting gigs into instant insights for just pennies on the dollar, really the cost of a ChatGPT subscription. And this is why AI startups are leaving everyone else behind. They can get a lot more done more accurately for a tenth of the cost, if not less. But the craziest part isn't just how fast these startups move. It is something even better that seasoned entrepreneurs obsess over. Most companies think that they'll grow by hiring more people, but that comes with a cost and problems because bigger teams means more meetings, more management, and often slower decisions and a lag in the work that gets done. This makes their growth slow down, sometimes grinding to a halt, and it makes everything a lot more complex. But AI startups are playing a different game. They scale without adding headcount. They stay lean, fast, and focused because AI handles the work most teams still hire for. On top of that, their team members are using AI systems and tools day in, day out, so they're more productive because of it. One person with an army of agents can produce the work of 20 people in half the time. Just look at Jasper AI. They hit 100 million in revenue with fewer than 200 people because their content is written by AI, not humans. Their whole platform is powered by AI. Everything they do is powered by AI. And because of that, they can scale really quick in a robust way without adding a ton of people. And then there's Midjourney and other AI image tools like it that makes $150 million per year with a team of maybe 10 people, maybe even 20 at most. Other AI startups like Anysphere, which is using AI for computer coding, they make $78 million per year with only 20 employees, which comes out to about $3.9 million in revenue per employee. You will see a lot of these companies, a lot of AI-powered businesses have at least $1 million per employee really fast. And this is the power of something I call a minimum effective team, which is a small group where AI takes care of repetitive work so that humans can focus on what actually drives growth. They can take a step back and think more deeply and thoroughly and be more strategic in what they choose to do and what they then delegate to these agents and AI systems. And the good news is that you don't even need a ton of tech skills and background to build something big anymore. Today, you don't need to build your own models from scratch. You don't need to build your own systems from scratch because tools like OpenAI, Anthropic's Claude, Hugging Face, and Cohere, they let you plug into all these models and tools instantly. And you got platforms like Bubble, Replit AI, and Glide that non-coders can build real products with in just days and not months, which means they can go to market much faster and get that market behavior and feedback really fast too. And because of all this, the cost issue has been solved. What once required maybe $500,000 in infrastructure can now be done for under $5,000. A solo founder can spin up a full product, onboard users with AI, like a chatbot, and start generating revenue without hiring anyone. And this is what excites me the most, because in this new era, success doesn't go to the most credentialed. It doesn't go to the company with the most money. It goes to the ones that move fast, test smarter, and adapt with AI on their side. So here's a simple 3-step process you can use. Start with a real painful problem, something that is urgent that a lot of people are trying to fix. For example, therapy can be expensive and hard to access. So you could actually come up with a way to give people emotional support instantly without waiting for a therapist or going through that whole process. And you use AI tools and systems to automate a lot of the process that goes into something like this. For example, you can use another tool like Midjourney or any of the other many image models to produce all the graphics and branding. You have Manus, GenSpark, so many of these different agents and automations and workflows that can help to take care of all this stuff that has to exist in order for someone to become a paying customer. And something like VO3 from Google can create promotional videos that look flawless in just minutes. You could create a mental health chatbot and set it up in a no-code tool like Bubble, and you can do this in 10 minutes. Maybe. Third, you want to actually launch fast. Most first-time founders think that AI is too technical, or they think that it's even too late now to get into it. And the winners in 2025 are not the ones that are building new models and creating all these complex workflows or other tech stuff. Funny enough, AI has made all of that easy to do, or easier to do than it used to be. So now that you know that AI can replace entire teams and help you launch faster than a funded startup and scale with almost no overhead, the question isn't if it's possible. The question is, are you ready to try it? Are you ready to do this and get going and build your own business, or take the one you have and transform it into an AI-powered business? The world is changing really fast. There's a lot of uncertainty, but one thing is true, which is that smart founders are already building and winning and making money with AI.